take two. I'm almost there. I think we got the problem solved, but we'll see. One of my channel members, subscribers, emailed me and suggested that I do lemon bars. Well, I didn't know what lemon bars were, so I had to Google it, and I looked it up, and they look really delicious. But there's a challenge with the way lemon bars are made. They're made with a lemon custard, curd, and my experience with lemon curd is that it comes out really, really hard and unpleasant to eat to me. So the challenge is to make this a light and airy lemon curd-ish thing. So I think we got the problem solved. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back in history, back to the 50s and 60s. There was a very popular dessert that was made with Jello and whipped cream or evaporated milk. And it made an airy, creamy Jello. So we're going to go with that. And we're going to emphasize the lemon flavor a little bit and maybe add a little bit of yellow color to it just to get it looking kind of like your lemon squares. So first thing we need to do is get our Jello going. And I got 2 boxes, and they are the 3-ounce boxes of lemon Jello. So we're going to get this in the bowl. Just like that. And we're going to take 2 cups of hot water. This is hot water from my Keurig, so it's almost boiling. And pour that in with the Jello. And we're going to stir that until all that is dissolved. Alright. That is all dissolved. So we are going to transfer that to the refrigerator and let that sit in the refrigerator and set until it is half set. That'll take quite a while with this hot water, so we'll come back for that, and I'll press on with my crust. Okay, so I got a 11.2 ounce package of Keebler's shortbread cookies, and we're going to use that for the base. We need enough cookies in there to cover a medium Harvest Right freeze dryer tray. 7. We'll start with 14 and see what we got there. Alright. Let's take out my handy dandy rolling pin, and let's get these all crumbled up. Alright. Transfer that to the bowl. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add water to this to make it into a paste. And what that paste is going to do is when we freeze dry it, the water is going to sublimate, and it's going to make that base really airy. Melt in your mouth, dissolve in your mouth, airy, which is the texture I like when I eat something dried that's been freeze dried. And you won't lose any flavor of this shortbread. It's going to taste like airy, beautiful, airy shortbread. We'll go ahead and put the whole package of cookies in there. I'm not sure that we're going to need them. Add a little bit more water to that. Now because I didn't roll those, that last batch, I'm going to have to break some of those up with my fork. That's what I get for being lazy. And we'll take our Harvest Right medium tray. And we want just a thin layer on there. Obviously the star of the show is going to be the lemon. Now I'm going to transfer this to the freezer because we want that to get nice and hard so that when we pour a lemon on it, it don't mix in with the base. So I'm going to transfer this to the freezer and I'll be back. Okay, that took about an hour to get sauce set. Which is longer than I thought it would take. So let's move on to the next stage. What I have here is a 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. We're going to put that in my mixer. And we're going to mix that up. I'm going to put, for now, we'll put like 3 drops of yellow in there. We might up that a little bit. Okay, it's starting to stiffen up, so I'm going to go ahead and add 5 more drops. Alright, so we whipped that about 2 minutes until stiff peaks appeared. So let's add our semi-set Jello in there. And continue whipping that. I'm going to taste this and see if that needs more lemon. And I think it does. So I got some lemon extract, pure lemon extract. Let's put a ½ teaspoon in there. Get that mixed in. See what that tastes like. Almost there. So let's put 1 more ½ teaspoon. And we're going to call that good. So that's a total of 1 teaspoon that we put in of the vanilla extract. Not vanilla. Lemon, pure lemon. And we're going to put a few more drops of yellow in there. I added 5. Oh yeah, that's looking good. There we have it. Now, we have our frozen cookie bottom. So let's top that off with this beautiful lemon whip, for want of a better word. One last thing, we'll drop our dividers in there. Look at that. Now, what I'm going to do is take this and put it in the freezer, get it frozen solid. Once it's frozen solid, we'll be putting it in the freeze dryer with my next load, and you're going to see a beautiful treat come out. Fingers crossed. It's going to be a good one. I'll see you when we take it out of the freeze dryer. Now, I should come back and show you. We got all that left over. Let's make us up a nice little dessert to eat fresh. What do you think of that? That is delicious. And we'll set that in the refrigerator and let that set for an hour or two. And that's going to be a nice dessert. We might come back and show you that when I cut it up. Okay, we've had this in the fridge overnight, and I want to see how it came out. Let's see if we can get this out of here. Oh yeah, look at that. Came out nice. Okay, let's see what it tastes like. This is the fresh version. Oh yeah, very firm. Oh man. That is so good. I can see why that was a hit in the 60s and 50s. It just dissolves in your mouth. It's delicious. And I think that extra bit of lemon that we added to that, the extract, has really made a big difference. This is delicious. I think that would have been good in a graham cracker crust. Oh man, this is delicious. You guys gotta try it. Even if you don't freeze dry it, you gotta try it fresh. Pretty easy to make and delicious. Well, man, this is good. I'm not gonna have no problems polishing that off. Well, let's hope that the freeze-dried version comes out just as well as this. All right, so we'll see you when it comes out of the freeze dryer. Man, very good. All right, here we have it. In with the other load of something else I had in the freeze dryer. So we did 40 hours, and my squares are done. Now let's just make sure we try and cut through the cookie base, because if you remember, we froze that first. So hopefully by doing this, we can cut the cookie base on that. That was one thing I was worried about. I was so worried that it wouldn't stick to my dividers here, and it didn't. So that is good news. All right, let's see if we can get one of these out. Okay, the bottom kind of crumbled up a little bit on it, but let's see what they taste like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my, oh my. That is dissolving your mouth. Oh man. Just melt in your mouth lemon. A good lemon flavor to that. I am super happy with that. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm going to take a butter knife and cut these. See if we can get that crust to not crumble off the bottom. Alright, that seemed to work pretty good. These are very, very delicate. Let me see if we can put up a nice display for you, and I'll be right back. there you have it. What do you think of those? Those are so pretty. So we got the freeze dried. I'm super happy with those. Those might even be better if I could improve them anyway. It might be better without the cookie crust on that, because the lemon on this, it just really pops. Those are so good. And of course, if you didn't want to freeze dry it, we got the chilled version of that. So lemony and light and airy. You can't go wrong with either one. Oh well, there you go. I'm going to try and get this out today, this video. And then this is a Friday before Christmas. So I think we'll be taking a couple of weeks off, and I'll see you after the new year and just enjoy some peace and quiet in the house. And hopefully you'll enjoy your family and all the festivities. And we'll see you after the new year. I thank you for watching. I thank you for supporting the channel. And Happy New Year. I'll see you next year.